Meet Lindsey Graham, senior US Senator from South Carolina, chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and the most shameless man in American politics. When it comes to shameless, hypocritical, dishonest politicians, Lindsey Graham has a lot of competition. There's Donald Trump, of course, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and Texas Senator Ted Cruz. But it's Lindsey Graham who, in my view, is the worst of the lot. Because before his new hero, Donald Trump, came along,
Trump's the best golfer. You're the best golfer.
before all of that ass-kissing, the South Carolina senator put a lot of effort into cultivating an image of a reasonable, sober, sensible, moderate Republican, willing to reach out across the aisle, willing to stick up for his principles, willing to denounce both Donald Trump and Ted Cruz at the same time. Remember when he was asked who he'd vote for out of those two men?
It's like being shot or poisoned. What does it really matter?
But today, there's no position he won't abandon, no U-turn he won't perform, no lie he will not tell. Let's start with his position on Trump.
Send people to Washington who don't hate Trump.
Yeah, people who hate Trump are so annoying. People like this guy.
He's a jackass.
What was that?
He's a jackass.
Graham once hated Trump so much, he slammed his own party over it.
My party is going bat crazy.
Now though, Graham goes mad if you or I call Trump a bad name, especially if you call the president a racist.
If you think he's a racist, that's up to you. I don't.
Really? You don't?
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
The Senate also gets mad if you say Trump's crazy, especially a kook.
You know what concerns me about the American press is this endless attempt to label the guy as some kind of kook.
The American press's attempt to label the guy?
I think he's a kook.
Then there's Graham's approach to the issue of impeachment.
If you could show me that, Trump actually was engaging in a quid pro quo outside the phone call, that would be very disturbing.
Was there a quid pro quo? With regard to the requested White House call and the White House meeting, the answer is yes.
So there was a quid pro quo, but Graham still doesn't support impeachment because he's a constant mover of the goalposts. And he's even willing to lie under oath himself to protect Donald Trump.
Do you solemnly swear that you will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws, so help you God?
There he is swearing in at the Senate trial for Trump, pledging to be fair and impartial. But here he is just a few weeks earlier, making clear he won't be.
I've made up my mind. I'm not
I
trying
wasn't
to
in any
pretend
doubt
to
at
be
this
a
point.
fair juror here.
He's not trying to pretend. In fact, he's open about not wanting any witnesses to testify at the trial.
I don't want to call anybody. I don't want to talk to Pompeo. I don't want to talk to Pence.
Even though he took a very different position in 1999 during the impeachment of one William Jefferson Clinton.
In every trial that there has ever been in the Senate regarding impeachment, witnesses were called. You're basically changing impeachment.
Graham back then was a Republican member of the House, and in fact one of the House impeachment managers. And the way he's handled Trump's impeachment compared to Clinton's is perhaps the most egregious example of his shamelessness. Here he is, for example, telling Axios what it will take for him to support impeachment and removal from office.
More comes out that you could support impeachment.
Sure. Show me something that is a crime.
Show me a crime. Yet here he is telling the Senate in 1999 that impeachment isn't about breaking the law.
You don't even have to be convicted of a crime to lose your job in this constitutional republic. Impeachment is about cleansing the office.
You don't need a crime. Impeachment is about cleansing the office. Perhaps the office that needs cleansing most is the office of the senior senator from South Carolina, the oh-so-shameless Lindsey Graham.